Hey everyone, welcome to another session of CeerazzleDazzle Physics. In today's session, guys, I'm going to give you 5 tips to secure that GCSE Grade 9 in Physics, guys. Okay, so first of all, if you don't know by now, I'm a qualified physics teacher, guys, with over 10 years teaching experience at a top school, and I'm going to use all my knowledge, guys, to obviously give you your best tips for you to secure that grade. So the first thing you should do is the following. Number 1, you should print off the specification. What is the specification? I know some of you might be asking that question. The specification is released by each exam board, and basically it has inside there the content that you're meant to know. So obviously the first thing you should do is identify which exam board you're doing. Speak to your teachers, find out which exam board you're going to be doing, and obviously check the qualification. Some of you might be doing the GCSE Physics, some of you might be doing combined science, guys. So now you've got the specification, guys. Go through the specification and tick and cross the bits that you know and the bits that you don't know. That's the first thing, guys. But the bits that you struggle in, those are the things to work on. So let's say, for example, we are going to do the AQA course. So here, click on the specification. Okay, let's say we're scrolling down and I don't understand this bit of the course. Well, clearly I know that I must work on this bit here. So it's up to you to highlight the topics that you are struggling in, guys. So that's the first thing you should do. Print off the specification, go through it and highlight the bits that you know and you don't know. Revision tip 2. What you should do is the following. The bits that you don't know, guys, well, obviously you're going to have to learn those bits here. The first point of call is you should speak to your teachers in class. The reason why is because your teacher knows who you are and obviously they'll be able to give you feedback directly, very quickly, guys. And obviously that's the whole point of actually having a teacher in real life, because they actually know your learning from previous years. They can actually help you much more than anyone else who's possibly met you for the first time. So speak to your teachers, guys, the first step. If that doesn't work and you're not happy with the explanation or you're still a bit unsure, go onto YouTube. On my YouTube channel, guys, as you can see, I've recorded 100 videos, guys, actually more than that, we're almost 200 videos right now. Inside those videos, guys, there are step-by-step explanations on different aspects of the course. So let's do an example here. Let's say you're struggling in nuclear physics. You would go to my channel. From here you click on playlists, and from here playlist, guys, obviously I've got GCSE and A-level, guys. As you can see, I've got a list of videos, guys, explaining to you the entire nuclear topic, guys. But obviously, guys, you're going to click on the video. It doesn't mean you're just going to absorb it straight away. You actually have to sit down and try and actually understand what I'm actually trying to explain. Take a pen, take a piece of paper as if you're in class, pause the video, guys, and make notes as we go along. And obviously if you don't understand something, comment there and I'll be able to respond back to you, guys. But you have to obviously put the effort in. There's no point, you can watch 100 videos, but you actually have to try and actually understand what's going on here. So that is one way to solve all the bits of the specification which you don't know. Revision tip number 3, you need to practice the physics, guys. The best way to practice physics, guys, and test your understanding is by doing practice questions, guys. Applying your own knowledge. Don't think that you're just going to read a mark scheme and work backwards. No, you need to try new questions which you're uncomfortable with and do your best to answer them. So there are many places where you actually can obtain this information from. My advice is to go to Physics and Maths Tutor, guys. So this is a great website, guys, and as you can see, you can go to Physics and Maths Tutor, guys, and at Physics and Maths Tutor, guys, you can actually click on the subject, let's say GCSE, then you click on your exam board, let's say at Excel, and then again, guys, you're going to click, guys, onto the topic that you're doing, and there you go, you'll be able to see that, guys, they've got practice questions for you to do, guys, and obviously you're going to do the practice paper and obviously go through the answers yourself. And really do try and understand the mark scheme. If you think that you're just going to look at the mark scheme and work backwards or copy out the mark scheme, that's clearly not learning, yes? You need to be honest about your learning, guys. Tip number 4, look over your notes on a periodic basis, guys, because loads of kids revise, but they simply can't remember what they've actually revised. So they might do 3 weeks worth of revision, then they stop revising. So obviously you should be able to look over your notes on a periodic basis, even if it's 20 minutes, maybe every 2 weeks on physics. Obviously that will build up as time goes on, because don't forget, some of you might be doing the GCSE across 3 years, 9, year 10 and year 11. So therefore take your time to build up to the actual end of the GCSE here. And revision tip 5 is going to be, obviously, past papers, guys. So don't forget, guys, you have past papers which are officially made by the exam board, guys. You should be able to do them. And don't forget, there are also higher and foundation papers for you to complete. and specimen papers. Specimen papers are papers made by the exam board before any exams are sat. So make sure you've looked at them. So you have all the past papers which you should be completing. Obviously as well, guys, there's foundation and higher tier. Make sure you look at both of them, yeah? And do one thing, do not have them on the screen and think that you're learning it. Print them all off, have them in a stack and write them out, guys. Because obviously in the real exam you're writing on paper, printing it out will be much helpful when it comes down to your revision later on, guys. Because you don't want to be doing the same paper 10 times in a row. Now you have a stack of the papers that you've already printed out and done once. You can just flick through them when you feel like it, guys. So obviously the past papers do matter here. So quick recap from the top, guys, my 5 tips. Number 1, go through the specification. Yes, in detail, cross off what you know and what you don't know and be honest about your learning. Revision tip 2, speak to your teacher if you don't understand the bits of the specification, or you can actually watch my YouTube videos to teach yourself the entire course. But obviously you've got to watch it and make your own notes and truly do try and understand it for yourself. Don't just try and cheat the learning. It does not work, guys. It does not work. Then revision tip number 3 is obviously going to be practice questions, guys. So do practice questions on the topics you don't understand, and that will enable you to improve your exam technique. Revision tip number 4 is to look over your notes on a periodic basis, guys. You don't want to be one of those students, guys, who waits until Easter to start revising, guys. You should be revising across the year, guys. So cumulatively, it builds up, guys, up until the exam. And revision tip number 5 is going to be past papers. Don't forget, I'm saying we should only do that after we've done all the other things. Loads of people just want to say, where are the past papers? Let's do the past papers. But no, guys, it's small steps leading up to the past papers, guys. So you have to be honest about your learning and take small steps building up to their actual qualification. If it was that easy in which you could just do a past paper and get the grade, then everyone would get a top grade in GCSE Physics. So you actually have to be honest about your learning and take small steps to get to there. And that's it, guys. So here's my revision tips. Let me know how you found it. Ciao, ciao, and goodbye.